Ladies and dudes, it's showtime. It's time for the top 10 list to finally return at long last. And yes, it has something to do with my made up anime crossover between one of my most favorite underrated anime series of all time and my most favorite underrated heavy metal band of all time. And I'm gonna put them all together in a 26 episode event. And sadly, I don't have a main title for it yet. It's going to be hard for me to think about. For sure. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobup187. This is my review for today. And today I have no review, ladies and dudes. But for today's list, ladies and dudes, whoops, I need my fingers to take care of this. Guess what? The top 10 list is finally back in action. Finally, I haven't done a top 10 list from last year. If you guys remember my last year's top 10 list, I did a top 10 list of what the Pokemon series did absolutely wrong. And I was so darn disappointed to that anime series. It just went downhill big time. But now let's go on to an anime series that did lit me up. And that is one of my most favorite anime series of all time called Basilisk. And I still love this anime even to this day. I think one of the things that did blow me away is the English dub cast and the beautiful animation and its pure epic score. And yes, we already know what the story is all about, that there's 10 Kogas and 10 Eagers are going to get ready to fight each other one last time, and this knows hostilities pact thing is broken and only one of them is going to be left standing. And I do feel so sorry for Konosuke-sama and Oboro-dono, since their love got forbidden and they got involved with this idiotical war of hell. You know what I mean. But anyway, thanks to my crossover idea for the story, things will be turned around when these guys will show up. And they're gonna change the whole Basilisk story forever. So for my latest top 10 list of the day is the top 10 best main changes for the Basilisk and the Orgy Crossover. And I got a whole ton of ideas for it. Oh, heck yeah. Boobup187 is known as the world's greatest brains of the outfit. Or rather far, one of the most underrated, most greatest brains of the outfit in the whole world. Because I got a whole ton of ideas for it. And about the Basilisk, the TV series, like I said, the whole entire story is going to take place in between episode 13 and episode 14. And you know, for the later on storyline of Basilisk, it's going to be turned around big time. With these 5 guys in it, and plus some brand new characters that wasn't in the story at all. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 10 best main changes for the Basilisk and the Orgy Crossover. And I hope you'll love these great ideas for it. So let's get this started! Coming at number 10, the Koga and the Eager War has finally been cancelled! Big time! And thanks to these guys, they found a way to cancel the whole entire war between these two clans. And thanks to episode 13 and 14, and maybe somewhere in between 15, you'll see what I mean. And yeah, we will never forgive that Lordy Ieyasu for screwing up these poor two ninjas who are about to get ready to live together in peace and just let Konosuke-sama and Oboro get married. Yeah, thanks to that idiot man, he ruined it all. Big time. And he just wants them to fight each other so he can find out which one of his two grandsons is going to be the next heir to the throne. Well, if you know the anime series very carefully. So yeah, the Koga the Ego War has finally been cancelled. Deserves to be at number 10. Coming at number 9. No more Koga and Iga deaths in the later on part of the story. And we already know at the second half of the story, you know, all the Kogas and the Igas had died. In a very sad note. But thanks to these guys, they turned it around. So, there'll be no more death scenes between which one of the members of the Koga and then which members of the Iga, you know, which one of them is going to fight each other to the death and all that stuff. They're going to live in the whole entire story. You know, the ones who are remaining alive. Well, except for Tenzin. Tenzin will die. If they can find a way to get rid of that immortal thing in his body. That's all I could say for the number 9 spot. Coming at number 8 goes to new characters. And yes, I decided to add some brand new characters into the story that nobody had never seen before. And I decided to pick some different type of ninja clans, and they will be known as the Misfit Clan. You know, a type of ninjas who don't fit into anywhere. And they don't have any ninja powers at all. All they could do is do some ninja skills here and there. You know, normal ninja stuff. And they're also going to be guided by animals. Like rabbits, cats, rats, and monkeys. But I will say my best new idea for a character that I will never forget that I thought about is my sweet and adorable cat, Moonlight. And that's the character that I want to play. A cat who's so sweet and innocent. And this cat will be the main guide for Orgy's journey while they're hanging on to Tokaido Road. And yes, she is blind. She is a very blind cat. She just lost her eyesight when she was a kitten. Oh, yeah. Moonlight's such a sweet and innocent cat. She's just sweet as an angel. That's all I could say for the number 8 spot is brand new characters. Coming at number 7 is a whole new development for Jay Gordon. And yeah, Jay Gordon will become a whole new character for the story. You know, he's going to change his ways from a lead singer of Orgy to the main leader of a non-ninja group. And this is the non-ninja group, the Orgy Clan. The guys who have no ninja powers at all, they have no experience of ninja skills, they have 0 experience. And yes, Jay Gordon's going to become a main bodyguard to the Iga Princess Oboro. And yeah, he and Oboro will have some good character development and chemistry while they're hanging on to the journey of Tokaido Road. I wish I could say more about that part, so that deserves to be at number 7. Oh yeah, coming at number 6, Konosuke-sama is no longer going to use his Duckjitsu eyes. Sadly to say, I know everybody loves Konosuke-sama using his Duckjitsu eyes, but it's way too dangerous for all of our tastes, sadly to say. And yeah, we don't want to see a ninja technique where he has to keep these enemies stay still and let them kill each other. And yeah, thanks to Mr. Scary Man right here, he's gonna find a way to teach Konosuke-sama not to kill anybody while he and Oboro-Dona and Moonlight the Cat are hanging on to a brand new world they've never gone in before. And that's the later on part of the story. So, that's all I could say for the number 6 spot. Coming at number 5. We need to keep the whole clan as 5 members. So yeah, that's a very important part of the story is we need to keep everybody and everyone with 5 clans. Orgy has 5. Some of the remaining members of the Kogas. Some remaining members of the Igas. And also for the Misfit clan, they need to keep 5 members. And 5 members is a good enough number for them. What else I could say about that one? So yeah, that deserves to be at number 5. Coming at number 4, reunite with the fallen comrades. And we're going to see both of them for the very last time. And I know which Kogas and Iga characters that we will see again in the later on part of the story, but sadly in the end. We're going to see Ogen, Yashimaru, Haruvi, that Rosai dude, and Nanki. They will be there in a small role. So will Danjo-sama, Josuke, Hakoi, Jubei, and that weirdo Spire Kazamaji dude. Yeah, all these characters will have a small role in the story, but it's going to be in the final part of the story. That's all I could say for the number 4 spot. Coming at number 3, the wishing coins. Yeah, I decided to add a new item to the story is a wishing coin, and all the characters need to grant 1 wish and 1 wish only. And the only 5 characters who will grant a wish for just this one time only, will be Jay Gordon, Konosuke-sama, Oboro-Dono, Tenzin, and a new character I decided to make up is a character named Mirazaki. He's going to be the leader of the Misfit clan. All 5 of these characters are going to grant a wish, and 1 wish is good enough for them. And make sure that their wish needs to be unselfish. But as for Tenzin, he's going to make a very selfish wish, when the whole entire coin thing's going to be black. I wish I could say more about that one. So yeah, that deserves to be at number 3. Coming at number 2. Making Oboro-Dono into a likable character. And yes, it is very true that everybody doesn't like Oboro at all. She wasn't well developed or well fleshed out. Well, as for me, I care about Oboro-Dono, and she's a really good character for me. She's one of the characters I do feel sorry for. But yeah, in the Basilisk and the Orgy Crossover, she will become a whole new person. You know, becoming the worthless leader of the Iga clan into a misfit, unknown princess who's going to be strong and independent, and she will have a strong bond with the Orgy boys. And she began to grow to them, you know, becoming friends and becoming like a family. And she will make her own stand to that horrible man who had raped her in the first place. Yeah, that'll be a cool idea to do. So yeah, making Oboro-Dono into a likable character deserves to be at number 2. And finally, my number 1 best made-up idea ever for the Basilisk and the Orgy Crossover ever. Wait a minute, let me get this right. I gotta make this quick. We're finally going to see Konosuke-sama and Oboro-Dono get married. And it's going to be a bittersweet one. The only ones who's going to be invited to the wedding are the Orgy guys, Agent Hyel, Jonathan Davis, Agent Hyel's wife and kids, Bobby's wife and Bobby's son. But sadly, the Kogas and Igas are not going to be in the wedding at all because they don't want to see their two leaders get married. And yes, it's going to take place in the real world for sure. So yeah, Ganosuke and Oboro getting married at long last deserves to be the #1 best change of all for the Basilisk and Orgy Crossover. So those are my top 10 best main changes for the Orgy and Basilisk Crossover. I hope you enjoyed this list, and it's going to be my next hardest one so far of this year, I guess. And I'll be back for more top 10 lists to come in the main future. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys later at Sayonara.